just how bad for you some of these foods really are. Well, but they taste so good.
Yeah, salt solves all problems.
I mean,
most of my career managing the Mirage family office, which is the creators of Hot Pockets. So I manage their alternative investment portfolio, over $3 billion family office. And then...
So just to clarify, you said $3 billion on Hot Pockets. That's
actually, they sold Hot Pockets for $2.6 billion a decade before that. Hot Pocket today, because people always ask me, is now a $7 billion brand within Nestle, solely in the U.S.
Wow.
Because all the international people know not to eat that.
Oh gosh, we were just chatting about your recent trip to Africa, and it just blows me away at the different diets that we get and we get used to, right? And like just how bad for you some of these foods really are. Well, but they taste so good.
Yeah, salt solves all problems.
I mean, it's interesting. I was, I just came back from Africa, and then on my way back from the airport to my house, there was a guy from Ethiopia who was driving an Uber, and he made a remark which is I find very true. So in Africa, and I guess many other parts of the world, the how much money you have or your status, your financial status, has nothing to do with the type of food you eat. Everybody's eating organic food over there in Africa, as long as you have food. I mean, you got to have enough money to be able to get food, but all food is organic in a sense. Everybody's kind of eating the same stuff. Whereas here in the United States, it seems like it's a lot of correlation with, you have to have the money to buy organic and to buy whole foods and to go to these different places. It's very interesting.
That is the geography of having it available to you.
Right. And isn't that fascinating? We were talking about refrigeration, and as we evolved as a species, as we've conquered certain problems like air conditioning, refrigeration, it has made it easier to feed the population. Like I had this conversation before regarding, 100 years ago, 90% of the population would be out in doing agriculture things to feed the population. Now there's 2% of the population that's responsible for 98% of the food production in the States. It's a big number. That's a big change, which gives us the opportunity to do things like this, but of course we're not getting the benefits of it in the right way. We're getting processed foods. We're getting things that aren't necessarily as good for you, but they taste great. But they're also, it's a product of the environment of what you can do with processing versus what you can do when you're doing it organically and yourself. So a big problem of the progress is they aren't capital intensive that much probably in Africa as they are capitalized as well as we are here.
Exactly.
And would that change?
Hey, thanks for watching The Merge. We've got a ton more stuff for you to watch on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere. Check us out.